Hey guys, it's Brett, your independent scents consultant. Welcome back to our channel. I'm here with my bi-monthly club. So it used to be a monthly club that I created, and then I kind of switched it to a bi-monthly club, but then I kind of pushed it out a month or two, I think. So I haven't received this for a little bit. I didn't push it out too much. I think I only pushed it out a couple of months or so, but anyway. So first up, it came in a Mylar bag, right here, Mylar bag, and an ice pack. Well, it's locked up. Let me unlock here to get the ice pack out. Right here. I'm so happy to see that. So actually, I'm off today because it's Juneteenth today, so I have the holiday off. So I saw that FedEx delivered it, so I ran right out there and got it so it didn't sit out in the sun because there's hardly any shade on our porch. Later in the day, we have a little bit of shade on the left side of the, well, if you're facing the house, the left side of the house. But when they came right around, I don't know what time it was, right around 12, a little after 12 I think it was, it's like full on sun right there. So grabbed it, brought it in here, but opened it up and there was an ice pack. Now the ice pack was melted, but I have never received an ice pack that is frozen inside the Mylar bag. It's always melted when I receive it. Of course, it's been on the road for like, since they ship it out of the warehouse, what? I don't know, 3 to 4 days, maybe longer, give or take. So I'm sure when they send it out, it's frozen, but then of course it'll melt when it's on the trucks and whatnot. But because it was in that Mylar pouch, it keeps it cool as long as possible, and that Mylar insulated bag keeps it from getting so hot, protects it from the sun and the heat. So very thankful that I have a Mylar bag, hopefully, an ice pack. Hopefully they'll continue to do that the rest of summer because it's first day of summer tomorrow and it's gonna be in the 90s here. All right, so before we get started, I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Christine. She just started her own YouTube channel. So I will put her link to her channel below. It's Christine's Scents. So if you could go check her out, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. She's just starting out. We all know how it is to start out and trying to get subscribers and people to watch your channel and find your channel, because when you first start out, it doesn't get popped out there as much for people to find. So it always helps when other people can help share your channel and spread the word. So check her out. She is doing little shorts here and there, bring back my bars and things. She did an Encanto wax collection, first sniffs. So check her out, appreciate it. Like I said, her channel will be linked below. All right, so now let's get started here. So I have quite a bit of this stuff in here. I had 19 bars altogether, and this was the club that I just started for whipped frosting. I started this monthly club for whipped frosting because when back in around Christmas time when it came out in the Sugar Chalet collection, I knew that I wanted more of whipped frosting. I didn't want to just stick at my quarterly club because I knew I wanted it more than just every 3 months. Plus I pushed that club out a lot, and I knew I wanted to get it more than I get that club like once a year. So I knew I wanted it more than once a year. So I put it in a monthly club, even though I've now switched that to a bi-monthly club, and I pushed that out a little bit too. But we'll see how long I keep it in there. I have 3 bars of whipped frosting in this bi-monthly club now. I think I have, how many bars do I have in whipped frosting? This is my spreadsheet here, people. I just handwrite everything out. I have not made a spreadsheet on the computer because that confuses me. I've tried and it's just confusing to do it on the computer. I can't quite figure it out. So I just write everything down. So let's see. I think I have this under my club bars, yes. Club bars, whipped frosting. I have 2 bars. So I thought I had more than that. So now I'll have 5 because I got 3 more. I'll probably still keep that in there for a while. Keep a club of that until eventually. I mean, I go through that like crazy, so that's why I wanted it to get it quite a bit. So whipped frosting is whipped butter, frosted vanilla, and golden sugar. Yeah, so good. This is one of the best vanilla bakery scents. So good. Definitely the whipped butter and frosted vanilla sugar. It's just like frosting, very sweet frosting, but you almost get a little bit of cake. It's not a real strong cake, no, but it is a little hint of a cake in there, I think. Really good, so good. Let me smell it out again. Yeah, it's so good, buttery. Really love that one. It's a really good performer. So I got 3 of those. And then the rest of the stuff is stuff that I had put in there from the last Bring Back My Bar in January. Certain things I didn't club, so I wanted to just get a few more, and I actually had it in the last club, the last order of this club that I got, I had some in there as well, and I wanted to get a few more before I took it out. And then I added some other things, like some things from the Mother's Day collection and a few other things, and then I'll get to those when I get to them. So let's start out with the things that I had from Bring Back My Bar this past January that I wanted to get a couple more of. I'm not gonna keep them, I've already taken them out. Everything in this club I've taken out already, because I just want a little bit more of these, and then I was gonna take them out, except for the whipped frosting. That's the only thing that's left in this club right now. So I still have the 3 in this club. Everything else is no longer in there after this shipped. So we have Orange Clo Pomander. Got 2 bars of these, of this right here. I had it, how many do I have of this one here? I think, yeah, I have 2, so now I have 2 more, so I'll have 4. So I just kind of wanted to get a little stock of this, so 4 I'll have. I almost clubbed this one, but I didn't, because I love this one. It's just ginger, clove, and vanilla. It's so good. I probably should have got more, or clubbed it in my quarterly. I didn't know, but I love it so much. Yeah, it's just such a good mixture of that clove and the ginger, vanilla, yeah. Clove and the ginger, but sweetened up by the vanilla a little bit. So the vanilla kind of sweetens up the clove and the ginger, but the clove and the ginger is definitely there. But it just sweetened up some with that vanilla. I love this one a lot. A lot. But I didn't put it in my club, because you just can't put everything in your club you like or you love, because my club already has like 35 bars in there, my quarterly club. And there's this Bring Back bar that, I can't talk. Bring Back My Bar this month. Well, we got them for this month. Consultants for June, but it comes out next July. There's probably quite a few in there I might want to club, and it's so hard to just, it's hard to say no, but I had to say no to that one because I can't put everything in my club. I just can't do it. All right, next we have, what's next here? Sweetheart Sugar Cookie. I also had this in my last monthly club as well. And this is actually this is the only one I have now, because I warmed the other one I had, so I just got one more. This is sweet cherry and green pistachios baked into warm vanilla bean and sugared musk. And that's exactly what you get, the cherries and this pistachio, and it's so good. I love that mixture of that cherry and the pistachio. But then this bakery part is so good with the warm vanilla bean. Just a little bit of musk. It's not a lot of musk. It could be just a touch of musk. But it's more bakery than like body care, because sometimes musk scents make you seem body care, but it's just really good. It's not like a real strong performer. Some people say they struggle with the performance on this, but it does pretty well for me. It's not real strong, but it's like a good medium for me. But yeah, this is it. This is it. Maybe I should get a couple more, but that's all I have. Then we have Thunderstorm. This is refreshing, sharp, spicy outdoor fragrance like the breeze in the storm. So I have one right now in my stash, and this will be my second one. Again, maybe I should have got more, but I only have 2. This is so good. I almost put this in my quarterly club, but I decided not to. I do really like it. I mean, it is like a thunderstorm. You get the breeze in a storm. It's to me, it's kind of like, it's a little bit of before the storm, but kind of after too. You get like a little bit of greens, you get the grass, there's a little bit of floral in here too. Some people say rose, I can kind of see what they're saying. But you get kind of like the air, the fresh air, the grass, the floral, even a little bit of rain kind of. Really good. Really good and fresh, green, floral kind of type of scent. Yeah. When I warmed this though, when I came back and Bring Back My Bar was it past January? Yeah. I loved it still, but not like quite as much as I did before. Even though I still loved it, it wasn't like, I don't know, I felt like, okay, maybe I don't need a club after all, I'll just get 2. I mean, those are the things you do when you put stuff in club. You have to like absolutely, like completely 100% love it, not 90% love it. You have to 100% love it to put it in your club, because so many scents come out. But I do love that scent. Just 90% love instead of 100. And then next up this was my half price item. So I had so much in here I could get a half price item. So I threw this in here and got it half off. It's Serene Succulent. And this is currently available on our website right now under the Happiness Blooms collection. Succulent greens and bright bergamot. I really like this when I warmed it before. Yeah, it's good on cold, but it really comes to life on warm. It's so good on warm. Yeah, it's definitely get the bergamot. It's a citrusy bergamot. Definitely citrusy bergamot, but those greens in there, those succulent greens are so nice with that bergamot. And I loved it so much. And it was such a good performer. It lasted for quite a few days, so I got another one. Debated on clubbing that, but I just got, I mean, I did club it to get another one, but then I took it out. I debated on keeping it in the club, but I decided not to. I could always change my mind because it's still available, but I took it out. All right, next up we have, this was from the Harry Potter collection, the Butterbeer bar. I had one and I did really like it, but it wasn't the best performer because it was really good for like maybe 3 hours or so, and then it died off like really fast, like almost to nothing. But I wanted to get 2 more just because I loved it so much for those 3 hours or so, 3 to 4 hours maybe. Butterscotch, warm vanilla, hint of caramel. Yeah, it's amazing. It's such a good butterscotch scent. Butterscotch, butterscotch, and butterscotch. Yeah, vanilla, caramel. Yeah, that's all in there with that butterscotch. So good, but like I said, it's a little short-lived, but amazing while it's going. But because it was short-lived, I didn't keep it in the club, but I did get 2 more, and then I took it out. So I wanted to have 2 more. Then I have the Mother's Day collection bars. I wanted some more of these before they went away. I got the ones I got when I first did my first Instant Warm reviews, but I wanted some more. But I didn't want to place a separate order to get them before they went away. So I knew this club was going to process, so I just threw 2 bars of each in this club. Strawberries and Sunshine is first. White Woods, Bright Yuzu, and Wild Strawberry. I loved this. Yeah, so good. It's the White Woods, and the Yuzu I really like in here. It's just blended so good, and it's so strong. So strong. There's a little bit of strawberry, but it's not like your typical strawberry. But it's mostly the Yuzu and the White Woods I get. Man, it's so good. And it's such a strong performer. And it lasted quite a few days. So I had to get 2 more of those. That could have almost been a club bar that I kept in my club too, but I didn't. Next we have Blue Water and Sea Salt. And this is White Neroli, Sea Salt, and Cucumber Water. So this is really good. Yeah, on cold I really like it because it really has a green note in here. It's almost like green grass. Yeah, it's so much like green grass. Almost gives me hints of Wally classified, which that has dewy greens, and then there's some apple in there. But even though I don't get a lot of apple in there though, I get mostly the dewy greens. And it kind of almost has hints of Thunderstorm a little bit because I get some green grass and Thunderstorm. Has a little bit of flower shop in there because you got some greens and could be even a little bit of a green stems going on in here. But the notes don't say anything about greens. The notes just say neroli, which is citrus, and I mean, kind of a little bit of citrus, not a lot. Sea salt, maybe, but not very much sea salt, really. Cucumber water, I could kind of get that. I do get a little cucumber water. But the blue water and sea salt makes you think it'd be like really like aquatic and oceany. It is a little bit, but then it's also very grassy. So it's kind of like a little bit of a ocean aquatic watery scent, but with green grass and dewy greens, and it's really good. But when it warmed though, I didn't love it as much when I warmed as I did on cold. I thought for sure I was going to club this thing when I warmed it, but I really liked it, but I didn't like absolutely love it. I don't know what it was when it warmed that I didn't absolutely love, but I thought, you know, I need to try it again. So I got 2 more bars. I'm going to try it again and see. Maybe it'll be different this time. But that first time, something about it, I just don't know what it was. I just wasn't 100% in love with. But I did like it. And then lastly, for that Mother's Day collection is a Vanilla Rose. Fresh clementine, soft vanilla bean, and English rose. This was nice. Yeah. Rose and vanilla bean. It's just a sweet rose scent. And a little touch of clementine, but mostly the rose and that vanilla bean. Yeah, it's nice. I did really like this one too. The more I warmed it, you know, I just kept liking this more. So I would say, yeah, this was, I don't remember how I rated them. I know Strawberries and Sunshine was my favorite. I think I did Blue Water and Sea Salt second, and then I think I put this third, even though I did really like this too, though. I liked all of them. I liked all three of them. So I got those, and then lastly, I have 3 bars that I put in there that were added to Club. Was it 2 months ago? 2 or 3 months ago? They had these bars. They had a whole bunch of bars that they were added to Club. You were able to add them to Club that weren't in there before, and they weren't on the website. So people were throwing them in their Club. Bars that were labeled before, but they just put in options to add to your Club, and then they're no longer available to put in your Club now. So one of these I have had before, 2 of them I haven't, so I wanted to get them and try them out since they were available to order through Club. They were kind of like, you know how they've been throwing bars in clearance at the beginning of the month? It's kind of how they were this way, but they threw them in Club. Just these random retired bars they threw in Club that you could put in your Club, but they weren't available on the website. It was kind of weird. I don't know if it was some kind of glitch, but I don't know what happened there. That hasn't happened since, I don't think. So first up, we'll go over the one that I have had before, Iced Pine. And like I said, I changed it to bi-monthly Club. So I threw these in my Club, and then I changed it to bi-monthly, so it went out another month. Then I pushed it out 1 or 2 months, so that's why I'm finally just now getting it. But I put these in there quite a while ago when these first were available to put in there. Iced Pine is green fir, pine, and icy peppermint. Now I have had this one, but it was years ago. Back when I first had ever ordered Scentsy, I think it was in 2014. So like 11 years ago, I had this before then. But it's been a long time, so I wanted to try it again. But I do remember really liking it. And yeah, it's good. It's a really good tree scent. And you do get the pine and the fir, so it's definitely a tree scent, but then you get a little bit of icy peppermint. There's a little bit of peppermint undertone with that tree. I'd say it's mostly tree, but just a little bit of peppermint. I think the description says something about like walking through fresh falling snow in a forest or whatever. So like if you're out, you know, or with pine trees, and then you're in the snow, so that peppermint kind of gives you like a snow type of vibe, but then you get the fir and the pine. Yeah, it's like fir, pine, and snow, fir, pine, and peppermint, but mostly tree. But it's really nice, and if I remember correctly, it's performed really well, but that was a long time ago. Then we have Cranberry Tinsel, mulled cranberries, Siberian fir needle, and cedarwood, and I have never had that. And this packaging says Scentsy Club on it. You can see there. Yeah. Okay. Sorry to hear that noise. Brad is he just mowed, now he's blowing the grass out there with the blower. Okay, fir needle, cranberries. Let me smell the bottom. Okay, I like the bottom better. Well, yeah, I really get that cedarwood. That cedarwood is really strong in there. Cedarwood, a little bit of the fir needle, yeah. I would say cedarwood and fir needle. Now the cranberries, this is mulled cranberries, right? Maybe a little bit. I don't get a lot of mulled cranberries. That cedarwood is really strong in there. And that fir needle, yeah. Maybe it's just a touch of those mulled cranberries, but I don't get like a real spicy cranberry, really. Mostly that pine with the cedarwood, the fir needle with the cedarwood. That's nice though, very wintry. So that's Cranberry Tinsel. Just not a lot of cranberry to me in there. And then lastly we have Calming Woods. And this says here, I've never had this either. I think it was from, is it the Hygge wax collection? Is I think how you pronounce that, and I think that's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of people mention that collection. But I have never had this bar, and I don't remember, I think I may have had one or a few other bars in that collection over the last few years in clearance or whatever. This is Vanilla Bean, Creamy Sandalwood, and Rich Cedarwood. So we have cedarwood again, but with vanilla bean and sandalwood. So that sounds like satin sheets. Okay, it's not really like satin sheets. Okay, sandalwood and cedarwood and vanilla bean. Yeah. I would say it's more sandalwood, more cedarwood, then a little undertone of sandalwood. And then I don't get a lot of vanilla bean though. It's not very creamy. I get mostly cedarwood and sandalwood. It almost reminds me a little bit of Palo Santo, which a lot of people don't like. Not Palo Santo and cinnamon, just the plain Palo Santo from Scentsy that smells like kind of like pencil shavings. It's really, really woodsy, cedar woodsy. This kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But from what I've heard, a lot of people like this one. So I'm like, what is the difference between this one and Palo Santo? Because it's very woodsy. Maybe a little bit of vanilla, but it's not a lot of vanilla to me. Now, I like Palo Santo, but a lot of people don't. So I like this. It's very woodsy. Very cedary, very cedary. So that's Calming Woods. All right, so that is it. And like I said, I took all these bars out of that club, except for I still have 3 with frosting in there. So I just wanted to get some more of all those bars, and then I knew I was gonna take them out. So as soon as that shipped, I took them out so that I thought if I get these and I smell them and I really like them again, I may change my mind and want to keep it in there. So I'm not gonna take the chance of that happening, so I took them all out of there. So the only ones that are available that I could even put in there are Serene Succulent, and I think that's it, right? Is that the only one available now? Am I forgetting something? Yeah, that's the only one available. Serene Succulent is the only one that I could even change my mind with. But yeah, I think I'll be fine. All right, so that's my haul. So just want to share that with you guys. And if I get if I just keep frosting in there and get another haul, I'm not gonna do a haul just to show you those 3 bars, but I had a bunch of different ones in here, so I'd do a haul for these. All right, and I have my Encanto collection supposed to come tomorrow, so we'll see if it comes tomorrow, and then of course I'll do my first sniffs and let you know what I think. All right, so thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in our next video. Bye.